Okay. Hello. 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 Good evening, everybody. How are we doing today? Welcome back from my unscheduled week off. Unfortunately, my shoulders were absolutely buggered last week. I could barely move my arms proper. So yeah, but they are feeling better. And as you may have noticed, my hair's much shorter as well. Finally getting sick. I was getting sick of just how wild it was going. So I thought, you know what? Go back to my younger days, just have it short again. Much simpler to work. But yes, so this week we have planned 3 streams: today, tomorrow, Thursday. Currently the plan is Captain of Industry, but depending on my focus levels on each night, I may change it. Because I've just got so much going on at the moment. I'm not about to like properly focus on the game, and I might be feeling it like I just want to do something else. But tonight we're going to try and do Captain of Industry. And just got to remember what's going on, which I would say let's look at the alerts and, you know, at least figure out what's happening with the alerts here. And we can see these are all going through. Now it's getting picked up. Just checking here. It should be coming up to this bit here. Circuit 2s. Oh, so that's 36. It's a case of whether I need to actually just increase how much I'm doing. Maybe. Now, I was looking at, what was this? This is electronics. Right, this is the new electronics. It's there ready. That's going to be need a new power. Hi, Grundick. I had this set up in a way where it's effectively... Why have I got that break? I don't know. Okay. I already did power priority across, didn't I? Okay. How am I? Not too bad. My shoulders are feeling much better than last week. We have a low supply of wheat. Wait, what? Okay. I'm kind of going to ignore that. Why is that overdue? Construction 3s. Construction 2s is a bit struggling. So, yeah, it looks like our issue's main is electronic circuits. Right, it won't collapse if I just get rid of this. I'm thinking for the moment, the slightly over 20 problems being dealt off. Yeah, the slightly over 20 problems. Or the slightly I should actually fix my diet 1 decade in my life problems, maybe. Alright, hang on. I've just got to try and remember how I was setting this up. Because yes, I've got electronics up there. So it's one of those things where it makes absolutely no sense. Since copper is only really used for this, and then miniature amounts for that. Like, we'll put microchips next to electronics and PCBs. Like, this is all it's getting used for, right? So would it just make sense that we combine all that? Like, we extend copper production up here. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw a boost on that, because then that we are then building to ratio on our electrolysis machines, at least. Oh, I'm going to go with that. I probably need to flatten this. Perhaps move this over here. So it's more a case of I'm going to be mining copper, then moving it to a central location, which potentially is here. So I can kind of see copper being like the absolute problem. But what's going to be better to move? It's a 1-to-1. Okay. So it would be just move the copper ore. Okay, why the delay? Are we really at a point where this is simply not processing fast enough? Really? Okay, that's interesting. So we're actually at a point where we might need the tier 2 one. I would like to know why suddenly I'm on negative. Household appliances gone down. That's why. Oh, hang on. Was there? Yeah, it's just household appliances. Which, to be fair, we got being delivered. Consumption is round up to 15. Where am I actually making them again? Here. Okay. Again, it falls back down to it's an electronics problem. That seems to be my sticking point at the moment. So if actually no, I'm not kind of, because that'd be 2 rail stations. I'm just trying to plan it for rail. So it might just be then that if we have inbound, I don't know whether I'm just effectively slowing myself down, trying to like have a combination. Like maybe it might be better if instead of combining it, I just ship in the copper off through trains or whatever. Then I'm debating if I am to combine this. Do something like so. Oh, so annoying delay again with placing belts. Yeah, so it's like that instead. Graphite sand, slag out, acid in, rubber in, silicon, PCBs. Like, this is purely just for electronics. You know, I am debating. Let me just check something here. Nope. Nope. Ah, it was that. All right. Got it correct now. I managed to cut out Birdie on a sense of photo article. Not on video, though. Well, at least you've managed to get it on one. What do we reckon? This is worth 33 an arc furnace. It's much less exhaust. Less. Because also, doubling up, that's 6 and 12. 18, slag's the same. Overall, it's less coal, so... if we do it for... It's equivalent to 6. So yeah, that's 2 coal. So that's significantly less coal. Just from input. But power is... Power. Just trying to quickly work out how much realistically until we get the other power plant up. 4 megawatts of power. So it's 2 of these. So it's 6 megawatts of torque energy. Which is 1 of that. 24 steam then. So 15 steam. So 17 coal per for the arc furnace effectively. Well, actually, it's even more than that because I'm not even including that would actually double that. So actually, it's actually more coal usage. Nuclear power is a... how far am I actually... nuclear power? Yeah, I'm not super far away from it, but far enough where I probably don't want to be trying to plan around it yet. And I'd have to be shipping it in anyway, because this is... I'm quite a distance away from actually mining this island's uranium. I have found the mine though, right? Oh, well, that's foresight. Nope. Coal. That's uranium. Is that the only one? I can't even get to that. No, there's one right here. Yeah, I can't even get to it. Some reason, it's one of those I can keep throwing the ship at it, but we need RNG to like just be completely in our favour. I will roll it one more time though. I have a crew. Oh. But yeah, no, nuclear power, not yet. I mean, the nice thing is that I can bring it into a... It lowers the coal, but it's a wood chip economy. I mean, in fairness, I have been getting to a point where our wood has like become solved. And then obviously the other advantage is that it's 0.6 power multiplier anytime we send in some copper scrap. So, you know what helps in the RNG? Go on, tell me. Bigger guns, loads of them. Yes, that does. I still don't think this is enough electronics though. I mean, we're getting spikes at 120. One of those though, will it balance it off once we've caught up to what's currently fallen behind? Not sure. One thing that I'll tell you what, one thing that will have to change since I'm doing a direct thing there is I will have to have it come here. So if I do start expanding this, I have to expand that, all going through the same route. Okay. Oh, yeah. Then that's got to be flattened. Where are my terraformers? So you're currently... Yeah, we're still currently doing that, aren't we? Right. I'm in no rush on that one, so... And I couldn't build this anyway. I don't have the materials currently. I might as well just keep it running. That's why we, you know, plan it out. Give it a chance for things to catch up a little bit. Right. So that will work. PCBs would make sense then. Whether we do the other copper, because we're going to need a second one for where copper is going into other things, which is PCBs, microchips. Ship in battle and ships. They're currently entering battle. They're now fighting the battle. So the RNG's in our favour. RNG is won! Yes! We got the RNG this time. We didn't need bigger guns. There we go. Hooray! So, okay, so, there we go. We now actually have access to uranium mine. Oh my god, 400 construction 3s. Okay, not yet then. Okay, wow. Oh, it's just like... It's why I can't get enough of this game. There's always something to fix. Go through the reserves to give us a boost for the moment. Yeah, go on. So that is now 36 rubber. Let's actually make sure I'm producing 36 rubber, actually. I'm producing 24. You know what? That's fine. You can use the reserves for the time being. Not liking that though. Why are we... I think that is because we got rid of the potatoes. That would be my belief there. Right, ship was fully repaired. Excellent. Right, so I think that should start backing up at some point. He says, with not much confidence. Got plenty of tofu. Blimey. That's surprising. Did I turn the food consumption in? I didn't. Okay, maybe, hang on. If I remember correctly, I dropped that down because we are not really producing enough glass at the moment. So we've got 24 to play with. 16, so technically 3. Which then comes to, what, 44? No, wait, God. 48. That I can potentially cover. $36. Actually, no. That kicks over too much. Right. 30. I think we can cover that for the time being. Alright, let me go to 200 on that. And then I need to be aware once that drops, because that's when I will kill the Unity boosting. Also need to be made aware when if that goes below 25%. Wood storage. Subsimitar, is this similar to Dyson Sphere program? In a lot of ways, yes. If I remember correctly, it's how to describe it, because it is more akin to Factorio without so much sci-fi stuff. What's up, True? Not enough trainage on the map. Oh no, it's not really needed at the moment. Trucks can cover what we're doing. Just not like in this is the pain in the butt. Okay, overdue again. So, I mean, that should be constantly going as long as electronics is being fed, you know, because that should basically be effectively taking 30 a time, which is all good. My fucking nose is constantly itching. I mean, our electronics is slowly going up. So as long as we can keep the copper supply, we're golden. And then, but hopefully, by the time that this is run out of copper, because I don't want to back Unity the whole thing, then we've recovered enough where we don't need to be too worried about it. For now. Now, when we go and look at this, then right? No, we can't look at this at the moment. Not until this is fixed. And I can't really increase our production of that because I don't have a foundation to hold it through. Just debating whether to throw on. Downgrade these. You know what? It would be nice if we could downgrade. Like, not these two. Twos. Because at least that way we've got some more coming through, but it shouldn't be overstretching. The problem is that you know what I mean, that is just one of these by itself. Such a pain in the butt. So just to keep up with our electronics, from what I'm seeing here, I effectively let's do that just so I can make sure things are lining up. Okay, why the difference in gap? Right, why? What? Did I absolutely mess that up? No, I see the issue there. This is a lot wider than that, so that's why. In fact, I will go even one better here. We'll take the Factorio route. It's a double in. Never enough, so we're just going to double it up. Right, the one thing that I do have to be mindful of then is our inputs, to make sure that we're not oversaturating them. Right, so sand is basically 3 by whatever. So 3 by what, 8? So that's, yeah, the tier 1 belt will operate them, they're fine. Don't need to worry about oversaturation on those. Make sure they're all connected. They're all connected nicely. So what? I'm just going to kill this bottom belt fully. And just completely redo it. Let's do it that way. It would have been quicker, wouldn't it? So when we're looking here, we're doing 24 by 8. Can't be bothered to do that type of mass. 192. So that has to be a tier 3 belt regardless. Luxury goods. Actually, as we can see here, our thingy stopped moaning, which means, can I ununity stuff now? It's ununity then. I'm going to keep that final one going always because then that is matching its input. So that should be enough electronics to last us a while, right? Should be. Oh, no, I didn't check. How much acid is this running? All right, so a one pipe will cover the acid. I was thinking that's actually should be a good idea to check that one. Right, so loose balancer. Right, so what? Actually, to make this a bit more, you know, balanced, if I don't know. This is where I'm going. My brain is going. No, I just want to do things a certain way, just to make it a bit more symmetrical. Excavator has no fuel. Well, fuel truck should surely go be delivering some fuel then. Look, there's a fuel truck. So you do have fuel. Don't lie to me. And if anyone's wondering why I'm like pulling up pipes just to put them there, it's so they remain just as one fully connected segment. Just the way the game works. Yeah, it's silly me. I did put the wrong. Okay. Alright, and then the reason why I wanted that space is just because, you know, this is a 2x2. We need an odd number version. Simply because this will allow me to keep this as a 2 when I upgrade these to Arc 2s, and it then doubles it. I don't need to throw this up to a tier 3 or whatever. So we have effectively, you know, immediately future-proofed this. And then if it turns out it's still not enough at that point, then I'll just think of something there. That's future me's problem if it becomes a problem. All right, then we'll have a loose storage here. Actually, so it doesn't matter, but that'll be copper scrap. So go into there. That's then going to be crushed copper. So go into there. So that will basically be the only belts that I have to upgrade when the time comes. Golden surface. There we go. Golden roads. Now we can have our own yellow brick road. Good way to get rid of gold once I start using it. All right, crusher, large crusher. No, it would probably make sense to have it here. So when so obviously at some point I will need to do that. again, it will be just that one that gets upgraded when the time comes. And then somewhere just to drop it off, really. That's it. I'm not sure I want it like that, though, if I'm honest. I think like that might be better. Does mean, though, we will get a longer final stretch, but you know what? It's fine. And that'll just be straight up copper. It will get brought over via truck, train, whatever we set up eventually. Gonna need a new location to be dumping dirt soon. We nearly filled that in. And then, yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's a problem. Right, so with here, a bit of a patch where we're mostly taking down rock and dirt. There's like absolute tiny bits of copper there. So I'm like, do I want to be completely OCD? Or whatever, compulsive, and just get those, you know, just those little bits. Probably not, but yes, be OCD. There's no harm, and you'll feel better for it. I mean, the harm is it might collapse everything. We're not mining enough copper at the moment. Got a hydrogen excavator sitting around doing very little. As you got two hydrogen excavators sitting around doing very little. Right, 4, 8, yeah, and then we're going to throw... Actually, just to help this along, I think we might throw it into the copper. Not going to lie, I'm tempted to get rid of this and start putting them near the mines. They're still on small excavators. I did not realise this. So it might be upgrading those. How many have I got? I've still got 6 in total. Alright, so if we keep pinned that, let's get rid of the overlay. We'll just do it up to diesel at the moment because I don't have enough hydrogen production, well, guaranteed production to throw them all up into hydrogen excavators. Alright, so let them upgrade through. Just help along a little bit to give you a bit of a hand. But those extra excavators, and they're like proper excavators now as well, not the baby ones, coming over means actually we'll go through that a little bit quicker. So, yes. All right, true. You win. We will mine it all out. So, the next point of call is where am I going to start putting dirt and rock? Now, rock's easy. Dirt, on the other hand, because all dirt is being dumped here. Right? Ooh. Still got rock making this little bridge. Rock has also been dropped there. That's fine. Dirt, on the other hand. Oh, no. I can't think of where we can put them. Ooh. Ooh. Got to dig these little bits out. Let me just quickly... do that. That's going to mostly kick on rock, to be fair, but you know what? It's all right. We have 2 common ones, so I can be kind of silly with that. See, we are starting to hit the tiny little pockets. We've got the main bits out. It's a tiny little pockets that's now the pain in the ass. So I'm going to have to start digging into this scene. It's quite deep down though. So again, we're going to be shifting a lot of rocks. So I don't know whether I skip that, kick this path through and just start mining this, because obviously a lot of this is on the surface. So we've got practical immediate access to it. So might be better. I mean, this side it's on the surface, that side's not. Depends how far deep down it goes, because obviously this is going to be our central rail line, so I'm not looking forward to when we start kicking into the sand, actually. That's going to be a little bit of a pain. But yes, I still don't have anywhere to for the dirt, darn it. I don't want to start throwing it in the ocean. I don't need any ramps anywhere else at the moment. I mean, to save a bit of digging, just ramp over this maybe. All right, 52 then. Make sure it's like flat. No, there's a point there that's going to be an annoyance. You know, if I have to like just shave a bit off here and there, you know that's fine. Not the end of the world, is it? Ding, ding. Yeah, we'll shave that off with an excavator. So I will actually keep that as a leveler then. So we've got ourselves a nice little ramp over. Okay, so we now have somewhere to put dirt. It's all temporary. Remember, everything is temporary for like hundreds of years. We got both dirt dumps over here. I think we might, you know. Yes, we do. Right, so this is the one I'm going to redraw. Okay. In that case, then also if we there's a way of getting ourselves down here as well. Think I would rather dig out everything first. So on this, bring it to there, then we can put it up. Actually, that's a lot. Not sure I want to go that far. I mean, I don't think it would take too long. So actually, we might be all right with this. Just a case of when we look here, I think these go below 0. But I think they do. It's actually they go way below 0. But it's a start anyway. So once these guys are done digging through that, so we've got another path through instead of having to go around. Don't know whether many trucks would take advantage of it, but it's there should it be needed. Especially once we start digging this copper anyway. I will have that crew start on this. What are you guys doing at the moment? Right, you guys are helping with this iron. Keep with the iron. Yeah, we'll keep with the iron for now. Even though I don't know. I'll tell you what, I want another. Just speed some travel up. Actually, I'm curious, how would that impact this? We won't do anything because there's a ghost, but resurface. Since I know for a fact that that will cause me potential headaches. Okay. That should take no time at all, and will actually again hopefully speed up some travel time, because it will give, though I have to be weaving through, then you just go a bit more direct. Right, that is absolutely killing me. That is absolutely killing me. 97. There's me actually doing that line because it's like, you know what? It will help me get something built very quickly, which is why we did it. And I'm now regretting it. Because I'm not sure we're not even building enough. I need to build 10 a month. No, hang on. 20 a month, right?
Raiders detected.
No, 10.
Welcome and enjoy your
Guys, thank you very much for the raid. How are you? Right. Time to bring the sailors off the ship. Actually, that's what's taking it. Alright, that's fine. That's alright. Can I, like, just go hold it off for the moment, though? Thank you. We sort of need it at the places, you see. And Kaz is also playing there, so he's much further on because he's put a lot more hours into his save since update 3 than I have. Saying that, I didn't realise that hasn't actually been upgraded yet. I've got one. Right, but anyway, anywho, reason why we've pulled everyone off the ship is because, right, what we're going to do, we are going to turn we're going to use assembler 2s for where we can, anyway. It's a shame that we can't, like, copy them. We have to actually go in to that directly. Maybe I'm just a slowpoke. I mean, this as well. I take my time. I don't rush. You know, we like the foreplay. Very important. Alright, construction 2s. No, construction 1s though. Oh, there you go. Dragons will let me do it. Oh, would it actually let me do 3s? It will let me do 3s. Cool. But I can't expand the 4s though, because that does require assembly machine 3s. But yes, so right, just for the moment, I'm going to allow it to not hold as much. And oh yes, since I last played, completely forgot about this until just seeing it. Obviously, they added this as well. So we can now actually limit how many goods in via the belt pipe. Something that I was asking for since update 3 dropped. And they've done it. They've actually done it, which is amazing. Right, so our now issue is... Right, that's upgraded to where we can now online it. Why didn't you unpause the wrong one? Right, there we go. There we are. Make sure we've got the correct input. It gives us a slight boost in our steel production. So hopefully that will start having a reasonable knock-on. That will allow us to keep on top of this, hopefully, and slowly start building enough where we can actually throw these up to 3s. Fingers crossed. Right, anyway, vehicle pollution 3's done. Luxury goods done. Gold smelting's done. Do I really want to look into doing gold smelting at the moment? Yes, no, maybe. It's not really... I mean, it's something that'd be nice, but it's not essential at the moment, so no. Just need these guys to hurry up. Yeah, so we can see a slight increase in our production. It's fine. We're going to leave that. We will need to upgrade this. I'm going to put it as an upgrade, but then I'm going to keep it as a 12. So I'll only be sending over when we've got something spare. Where are the vehicle zones? I'm not using vehicle zones. I'm too... I have no need for him at the moment. What's up, Sir Welshie? Okay, so we've kicked through that nicely. There's still a little bit there. We can see it. So, like I said, we are going a bit silly there, making sure we've got plenty. Got to be careful actually on that one because we could end up blocking our excavators. Just stuck at work. Ooh. Oh, power, power, power. Take the overlay off a second. I don't want to be adding extra. Bluntly put, like, there's no point. Now, I have been reading that even with what they've done for the solar panels, like, they've decreased something. Can't remember what, compared to what it used to be. Don't know whether that's maintenance or construction material or something. Apparently, it's still not really worth the effort. Which is a shame, because it's something I would have loved to have. But it's not worth the effort. It's not worth the effort, is it? I mean, I can easily make a bunch. Cost of power is not worth it for Casimir. So you also agree then it's not worth it. I mean, I don't mind cost as much because, you know, build cost is sort of one off. It's more like ongoing cost. What was that? It was 0.15. It's not a huge amount. I tried them then removing wood chips to boilers. Yeah, I'm currently doing a mixture of woods and coal. You know, yeah, we've actually prioritised. Right, I need to start prioritising wood again, actually. I need to see how our forest can handle the demand. And I only really had coal just to get that taken out a little bit quicker. See, I'm kind of yes, kind of no. It'd be more one of those just to, I mean, I'm not going to do enough to like take it over the current grid, as it were. Interesting that sometimes it's very... I just want to see if we could line it up based on the grid, but no. 3. There was a battery or storage option. I might have used them. I mean, I think is you can't have a rough idea what your minimum power usage is. So you do it so it's helping offset that. That's how I would view it. Like that's really all you do. It's not a Factorio approach where you just go overboard way more than you'd actually be using, and then you store it in accumulators, and then at night time you're using the accumulators, and then you'll have like nuclear power as your backup. Like I would see this more that we are doing it as a supplementary power source in itself as opposed to a primary power source, which is you just lowering how much of your other stuff's being used. There's a setting to use machines with surplus power make hydrogen without power. Easy battery. Okay, interesting. I'm assuming by this. But again, I mean, what's that? This is 25, yeah? So 150 kilowatts when it's on, you know, is 3.75 megawatts. If I just have them all as power priority 1, then it's just a case of 3,000 solar cells. That's where the cost factor comes in, right? So that's 6,000 planes of glass. 5-figure worth of poly. 1,500 units of steel. Then divide that by 4. I mean, it's still a lot. It's still a lot, but... I was going to turn this into farmland, apparently not. Well, still farmland, sort of. It's farming power. Actually, you know what would have been cool? What game is it? There's where altitude also affects power. Is that Distinct? Where if you put them on a higher location, actually producing more power than if you put them on the flat, lower planes. I don't know, it might be Distinct that does that. So you're still bitching and moaning. Oh my days, we're actually nearly out of bread. Were the potatoes really that important? 8.2 demands. There's a 1-to-1. So it's basically, when you do it, it'll be like, what, 7 wheat. So, yeah. Okay. Take that off. 8.7. Just quickly move that because I still had the old thing just to conserve myself fertilizer. So actually that will start producing enough. It's fine. It'll just take a moment to catch up again. But corn-wise, I mean, we've got way more than enough corn over here. Like we're not short on corn, so that's all right. And you know, proper bioproduced plastic as well. Beautiful. None of that plastic brought out of the remains of prehistoric creatures. Oh no, not here. We grow plants and then crush them and mix them and do other stuff. Okay, what's going on with our consumption? Oh, that's a point. We need a faster belt. Totally did not clock that one. I have to have it as a 3 in order to make them because I need the steel recipe. Oh dear. Okay. Right, which means I need to upgrade that and that. That will also... I'm going to upgrade it as well. Oops, a daisy. Didn't mean to do that. Right, so it also now means obviously we're using a lot more concrete slabs. In fact, we can actually switch that off, since that will supply the whole lot. Right, so what? 18. Oh my god, my brain doesn't want to do math today. 54, so 1 is still fine. Right, bit better. And then it's just a case of, am I producing enough slabs? I am. Speaking of, do I want to widen this road? I do, actually. So I'm thinking of fresh save and creating a save that's super compact. To be fair, I mean, to be fair, I think having it spread out is... I prefer to spread it out where I can. I just end up being somewhat compact because I'm trying to limit travel distances where I possibly can. Trains really struggle over big distances. Look, Kaz, from what I've seen, trains just struggle full stop. I don't think they're balanced correctly yet. I really don't. Yeah, see, my worry is how much that's dropping. Why do you not want to? Oh, there was a way to... How did I do this again? There was a way to... That was it. Hold control, then F. Right, so if we do silicon, poly, glass, steel, how much work? 416. Yeah, I've got enough. Just not enough to build that at the moment. Okay. Right, that stabilized at least anyway. That was the important one. Yeah, that's fine. Just got to keep an eye on this food, though, because obviously that has now upgraded. Which means we've got an increase. We get more population, so an increase in demand on everything. Right, so you're 14.5 going full. We're kind of keeping up. Oh, no, that's dropped again. Why are you dropping? Yeah, this is the critical. We've really got to start getting this online. Sup, Drake? Is the spice flowing to the Emperor? No, that's the problem. I don't have the power. Surplus power to start switching these on. That's the downside. So I'm just in that very awkward position where I need more power to put on the stuff, but I need those stuff in order to create more power. And I don't want to be borrowing again. And the only real way around it is just to go the inefficient route. Oh no, because that's 230 construction trees. Because we need it for these, don't we? I am really regretting taking this bloody loan out now. Right, steel is struggling again. I'm just checking. Like, that's all going. That entire line has been upgraded. So, okay, what's happening with the... What is going on with the water? Okay. Right, new problem to solve. So that's 24, 48. That makes 60. So I only need a pipe 1. I am just going to up that to a 2, though, simply because we will be toggling this on now. Cake factory at some point, yes. Okay, so our issue here is quite literally the trucks cannot keep up with the water. And then the next one is we need to switch this on now. Because we are now consuming more crushed iron. Well, that's bypassing anyway, so that's fine. Just getting a nice constant supply of scraps as well is nice. I need to get emptied out. That's building up. Have we got an issue where our trucks are now falling back? Just not consider, like, we are practically nearly making so much of our glass just off of broken glass, which is interesting. Doesn't sound right, but okay. Okay, so we've now got some solar cells. Haven't quite got enough. Right, what do you do? And cut that out. I'm going to let trucks come and build that instead of me throwing Unity at it. Just go build it a bit at a time, as and when we got enough. And then that will just simply go towards the power, just a little bit. Not a whole lot, but, you know, every little helps. Right, now they've upgraded. It looks like they've caught up nicely now, so we can actually take that off. I did go to the correct one. We're going to drop it back down to 3. We're going to up that now to 5. That is maybe full. Okay, so we're starting to get a bit of a nice buffer going through here. Let me just check the numbers here. 48, that's fine. 48, that's why that has to be a 2. Okay, might just need 12, 24, 48, then from 60. Right, so that actually needs to now go up the next. And that would also need to go up as well. And then that, and then they're happy to drop back down to 1s after that point. Did I get today's patch? When was it released? The quickest way to find out, the aerobic digester. I'm going to go with no, because there's no thing about putting eggs in there. So, no. The answer is I don't have the new patch. Let's very quickly get it, shall we? So, quit out. And there we go. Now I have the new patch. So, there's now to digest eggs in an aerobic digester. That is, if they haven't added like some sort of smell pollution from that, I'll be very disappointed. Increased orbital cargo limits in optimized train driver to reduce slowdowns and waiting by taking other trains' speeds and inertia into account, allowing double reservations, assuming that the trains cannot stop instantly. Odd size level crossings were marked obsolete and cannot be placed via copy paste and blueprints. Improved program startup speed by loading data while the initial loading animation is shown. Let's see. Train cars can now be flipped horizontally. That's nice. The last selected item build end is now persisted between saves. Yay! That, not going to lie, that's been very annoying. So I'm very happy that they've done that. Train and line errors now shop up in the lines manager. I think that P is meant to be a W. Added quick remove for sorter. Vehicle mass replace tool now allows to filter vehicles assigned to tree harvesters. Nice. Unit key. Yeah, improved construction jobs aggravation. Okay. Added ability to reassign deleted station and schedule. Good. Added list of trains currently headed to a station to the station inspectors. Oh, I like that. Added a list of lines that have this station in their schedule to the station inspector. I like that. So that's very similar to Factorio, because Factorio has that. All terrain tools now have the flat designation as default. Copying of connectors via C keys now allowed and supported. Yes, that's literally, I was just mentioned about that like not even an hour ago. Level crossings preserved. Trucks should no longer exit in the middle of a level crossing. Okay. Anything that's been affecting us? No, I mean some good notes there. We've been fortunate, and I'm not seeing any of these. That's, to be fair, I've not really been noticing any major bugs anyway. Like maybe frustrations I have have been more just down to just not liking their choosing of balancing. And, you know, that's it. So once this is loaded back in, I was a bit. I'm glad that it's no longer takes as long as it did in the initial release. I'll be honest, that used to take forever. What should we do? What should we do? I'm thinking we're going to move the Terra Alpha crew over up to where we tend to put the new electronics production, and then start getting, well, that general area flattened, ready for rails to be put down, and then start digging down into that pit. Whether I will complete the whole stretch, I don't know, but at some point they will get turned over into the new iron mining crew and to mine the iron that's currently near where we're placing the solar panels. And then once Terra Bravo is finished with that current through pass near the second copper patch, then we'll get them to go on that little line where we're about to put Terra Alpha. Yes, I think that's what we're going to do for that. So Terra Alpha. If we do this entire place, there we go. It's very nice. You can see dirt's now already being put there anyway. It's finished filling this bit. You've only just tapped your second copper patch. Yeah, so what we're doing, we're currently building this, digging this path through. Just to speed up, we're going to mine that, and then basically just allows a more direct route for here. Because all copper will just go there for now until this is built up. And then at some point we'll have probably a second copper making facility anyway. Even though I could potentially just keep expanding this, flattening this out a bit more. And we'll do the microchip wafers up here as well. We'll see, because I think that's a bit of time away from that. As we see, we've got our little solar panels. People are dying. Oh no, what we got? Got severe flu. They forgot to take their bloody inoculations, didn't they? Bloody anti-vaxxers. Alright, but first thing we can then see is trains. Line has one or more stations that was destroyed. Yes, that's right. Your train is currently at the depot anyway. So it's a dead thing. Dead line. Inactive line. Probably a better choice of words. Alright, as for this, I don't know if I want to dig down even further. Do I want to risk it? Yes, because of course I do. What is our air pollution anyway? We've got it down to 10. Right, so what is causing it now? Right, what are we throwing into here? Carbon dioxide. I mean, we could throw it into the ground like that. We're not a million miles away from this. And personally, I kind of would prefer just to straight up do that. So pipe 4's is purple. Okay, good to know. I don't remember it being purple, but okay. We're gonna have to look at moving the labs and no, research-wise, we're not technically far from it, but we're far enough from it. It's not gonna happen for a while for sure. Okay, so our steel reserves are steel production. Right, that's fine. So now that should now be up and running. That it is. Okay, so the issue is literally we are not producing. We need a big one. It's simply not getting crushed enough. Right. That requires 450 construction freeze. Oh, really? Really? Do I want to put one here, though? That feels so overboard to have one here. I think I'd be better off. Right, this is going to be such a pain in the butt, but... Alright, so we're going to have ones. That doesn't quite. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Thing if I throw dirt, right. If we throw dirt to here, make sure that's covered. Just want to make sure I don't inadvertently have rock being put there. Yes, that's what I feared. And let me just pull that to there so it's not covered no more. And then we are going to grab this dirt, put that to there, start running it. Iron's just going to seize up for the moment. That's fine. We just have to kind of live with it. Then this dirt is that one. Cool. There we go. So the back covered. Right. Right. Since that they are just construction ones, like it's not a huge amount. I will just put them here. Good idea if we use the correct one. Yeah, it's just temporary, so I'm not going to put too much thought into this. Goal sorting, full duty, full output, rock. Yeah, I'm not that bothered. I don't care at all. We need another one of these over here, just to speed it up a little bit. Did I have that? No, I don't actually. I do have that connected to something. There you go. Just make sure we've got the full whack. Yeah. Right. So construction 3s. It looks like all that I was doing, it has paid off. We do have the surplus. It does mean that this is now being done. We're now back up to 100 trade reputation. If I repay, just want to try and get it done off, you know, much bloody quicker. Okay, we now have a bit of a buffer happening again. Potentially, maybe. Well, no. We are producing about 12 anyway. Consumption operates at 8.6. We should be fine. Not perfectly balanced, but it's all right. Do I want to allow that to grow any further? Because... yes, maybe. Up that to 350. So up that to a 5. I would like to be notified if for some reason we go below 25%. This is chicken feed, just so I know when it alerts up. Because at the moment, that is... there's a chance that that's just going to cause me a massive freaking headache. Right, what's happening here? Oh, no. Belts are fine. No, actually, that sort of needs upgrading, this belt. Right, actually, I'll tell you what. Same we do in the upgrade. We have that as our boosted one. Because then that is still 48 through. And then that becomes the, you know, extra. Okay, cool. Somebody should just got to pay attention to it. It's yeah. I love this game. Cool. Full there. How are we looking with this anyway? Oh, one of our solar panels has been made. There we go. Nice. So that will give us a fractional decrease in consumption of water and wood. Like super fractional. I can see this blocking up so much stuff though, if I'm honest. What's this? And this is the aluminium, isn't it? Oh, that's going to take quite a lot of materials. To speed things up a little bit, if we have the rock over to there. So that will just basically dump through, push towards that. Obviously, we've got this little one going over. I'm debating whether to actually widen this to 3. So obviously we're looking at trying to see if we can dredge this down, like this, what we did here. We dredged it down. So we can kind of keep what looks like a sort of disconnected island. The problem is, though, you can clearly see that it's something there, so it don't really work, does it? It's unfortunate. Annoying. There we go. All right, just about keeping it going. All right, that's worked. Cool. Steel sorted now. Electronics is buffering back up, so that was basically a belt problem, which we've now resolved. Just making sure that's 24. Yeah. So basically, I had the wrong one boosted, so it was causing not enough supply to come in, and then the output was actually kind of getting jammed at the same time. Water. We've got red on the water here. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, actually. So we've had quite an increase in demand of water going on here. And our water is currently stripping out our supply. That's concerning. I mean, obviously, that's priority in that way. That's priority in that way. So we shouldn't be having any farms on that. It's just this. We've got a lot of compost. Plenty of dirt. So we're getting our fertilizer. That is probably... Yeah, ammonia's not really easy to balance through. You're fine. Actually, whatever it is, it's actually solved itself because that's bounced back up. So really not sure what caused that to empty out then. Strange. Very strange. That's recovering. We've got 3 of these going at 30. Consumption is 36. So we actually are no longer producing enough vegetables. I'm very hesitant to upgrade it to a greenhouse. High supply of compost. Okay, so then that's a problem. Right, did I have a compost dump? Yes, I did. Okay, so problem resolved for that. Ammonia, yeah, I just have to know that I can't really rely on the ammonia. All of it's just getting used anyway. Diesel production, yeah, it's fine. Ammonia. Just inconsistent, really. That's the issue right there. Hydrogen wise, do I think that I could perhaps, because we are flaring off hydrogen. So to me, that would suggest that we might be able to kick a few more vehicles into hydrogen, maybe. I mean, it makes sense that that's hydrogen. Like, it's a hydrogen supply truck. Low food supply, that's what I was worried about. Can I get away with that now? Dead on 30. We just have lost the unity and health benefits of it, though. Just up it a little bit. See if that helps at all. 10 animal feed is... I suspect that I can go up even further on that. In fact, if we go all the way up... How many eggs are we actually consuming? 7.2. So we might even end up with surplus eggs at this rate. Maybe. We just need to make sure that we've got more... chickens and animal feeds. Once that builds back up, though, that will be sorted anyway. Right, okay. So that we have more or less recovered this. I've just got to be very mindful on where I throw it, though. That's the only thing. So if I throw an upgrade there, is that catching up, or has we got a supply issue happening here? 24, 24, 24. Oh. Interesting. We've got consistent production of 72. I mean, that should be, like, not a problem. I'm not entirely sure why we're getting that. Switch... No, switch that off. We do save a tiny bit of power doing that. Okay, cool. Did for a moment spike over just a little bit on our power. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break. I really need to stretch my legs and get a drink. I'm going to leave this running because, you know, I'm feeling brave. I will be back shortly. Okay, welcome back. Right, so nothing blew up or, you know, was set on fire in my absence. Woods has massively dropped, though. In fact, hydrogen is struggling a little bit. So that's quite a decline in stored wood. So it does highly suggest that, no, we're not fully ready to go into a full wood economy yet. Though, now construction 3's has sort of started recovering. We might be in a position to start switching this on. Obviously, once we've switched this on, we can retire the rest. This is a bit more better, more efficient as well. So lots of power, mind you. Lots of wood. We've got our coal overflow. Kind of wonder if it's worth throwing biomass in as well. Actually, I'm going to say no, probably not, because that's not really full. So it should be okay. So what we really need now, we're going to slowly start bringing up the buffer. Oh, very important. I am debating whether to switch these back on. I'll wait until power's a bit better, though, maybe. Oh, look at the progress made there. Isn't that amazing? That's not even going to take that long. Oh, look at that. That is some amazing progress already. That's brilliant. Alright. Definitely no coal now. Do I care enough for these very tiny patches? Yes. Yes, actually, I very much do care about these very tiny patches that are so insignificant they don't even register. You know, it's just being very silly at this point, but, you know, flood it. Why not? I'm allowed to be now and again. Getting rid of these excesses. Right, I see no patches on that. So what I'm debating is... So once that's clear... Maybe I might push this ramp to this bit. Doesn't even need to be that wide of a ramp, to be honest. It's like that. And then basically just comes then back up. Because then that way I'm not going to be taking too many of the excavators away from that. Just needs to be a travel. That's all. That is nearly done. That'll be done very soon. That'll be done very soon. So actually both terror groups are about done with their respective jobs. So I'll be able to throw these guys over to here, as we do need to start, you know, chomping away at this, try and figure out where's what, how far down I need to go, and so on and so forth. Just to empty it out, ready to fill it back in, ready for the train line. Do we have enough reserve limestone? Yeah. So we can on this, because that is a, yeah, it's a normal excavator. That's a bit of a moment, but actually, so what I would do. Why is that an invalid position? Because they're in the bloody way, that's why. In fact, I will even bring over one of the terror groups just to speed this up a little bit. Because there's going to be a lot of not limestone that is going to be digging up. So we could end up collapsing our iron production. So I definitely have to be careful there. Our slag beach is still taking some time. We're not really using sand up that much at the moment. That's all going, so that's, where is the silica? Over here, right? Yes. Okay, so we're not even really using that in very high quantities, are we? Not at the moment, at least. Everything's, yeah, we're back in that back nice equilibrium. It's slowly balancing out. The question really comes down to, so you can have drop off, that's your pickup. It's a case of, do I want any more tree harvesters? Where is my next vehicle upgrade? Not until we hit early late game. Okay. In fact, I'm not even seeing. Yeah, actually there it is, right there. That's the next one. Damn it. Okay. I mean, we can start. We can make them. That's fine. It's just I would have to move this. Right. Let's have a look here. Is there a way? That's gonna, yeah, that's just gonna get in the way, basically, isn't it? You know what? If I have that, I'll put that there. Because then it's a case of we just pull this wood into there like so. Then it becomes just one drop-off area. How much wood are we using? 12, 24, 48. And then we are plussing it by 32. So that's going to have to go on an upgrade. And an upgrade. 24. Upgrade. Just, but okay. Because this does actually mean I don't need to move all this around. Just get rid of this. And I will let the trucks handle that, actually. Steel is... we'll keep it on the same level. And then it's... I just need to get glass brought over. I don't have glass being brought over only to there. If I put it there, trucks can't reach. So I'm going to put it here. Right, flat, flat. Toggle, toggle, and toggle. There we go. Trucks still can't prefer roads for pathing. Do roads have any benefits for trucks? Yes. There is 20% lower maintenance while they are pathing over. Well, it's a surface because they're not technically roads at the moment. You are effectively stuck, so let's just kick that into recovery. Right, and make sure no pathing through. Thank you. No pathing through. Thank you. But they just don't care. True corporate thinking. Yeah, it's because there's no pathing boosting or penalties. Cannot find a destination. Ah, right. So they are done. Basically, until this ramp's finished, they can't get to that bit. Right, so I said I was going to have them quickly help out with that. And Terra Bravo's just finished as well. So we have a no little path over here. There we go. Beautiful stuff. Fantastic. Who cares about the maintenance? We always care about maintenance. Maintenance is your forever usage, consumption thing. That's the word. So anytime we can do something that lowers maintenance, you know, the better. But yeah, it's basically surfaces is it just lowers vehicle maintenance by 20% while they're crossing it. But because there's no pathing penalties or bonuses or anything about it, the trucks don't think to path on and off it. So there's ways to force them, like we did it with update 2 where we built the roads. But I just tend to put them where there's like high traffic areas. It's your thing, not theirs. They just want to drive to where they want. I mean, yes, that's true. There's only one way. Pave the world. Yes. And, oh, hello. I think we might need to switch another one of these on. Cannot find. Oh, of course. So I'll do this silly little thing just to connect it over because for reasons. Whoops, daisy. Right, so that's actually not even connected either. What has happened there? Why is that suddenly not being connected? Was that never connected before and I never missed it? Right, so we're now consuming 36. So that's fine. That means more wood being consumed. Wood chips. Oh, we're still on a downward trend though. That's the thing. Tell you what, I'm gonna have our water getting powered off of coal. So I want to throw an exhaust scrubber over here just to lower our pollution a little bit. Not at the moment because it's not under that much usage. So where do I want to send these guys? We can't do that at the moment. So this area then. You guys are going to do to here. We were going to have Alpha, but we're going to use Bravo instead. Down to level 4 and pave. So I don't know if I want to like truly flatten it. I might still have variable altitudes just because it looks better. But we will see. Like at some point it might be actually, you know what, I do want it like so. We'll just have to see what happens. All right. So that's now kicking through beautifully. We've still got plenty of limestone. Our iron is sorted. Our steel is backed up. Everything's like now starting to nicely back up, which is what we like. Right, we can up that to now 1,000. I don't know whether I want to drop that down. How much am I needing? Like, this is my next goal, to get this up and running. I need 560 construction force. And how many construction? 417. So if I drop the hold, if I go to the right location, good idea. If I drop the hold down to 500. So it's then we're going to get some construction force being made. Construction 2. Right, okay. What's the hold? What's the hold? Okay, so this is where I'm like, I'm very confused because these are going constantly. They're not stopping. So we're producing 3 lots of 24s, right? These consume 3 lots of 24s, but then they randomly like stop. So their consumption, even though that's saying it's fine. I mean, this says it's fine. I don't know. It's just sometimes it's like when I'm not looking, it decides to not work. But then when I'm looking for more than 5 seconds, suddenly it's all perfect and fine and not a problem. Like with this, okay, what's the hold? What's the problem? Run out of graphite. We've run out of graphite. Graphite's being made here. We're low on chlorine. We have actually run out of chlorine. Because we're not consuming enough water. Okay. Water reclamation has gotten a bit too efficient, basically. Oh, see, now this becomes wasteful. I'm not gonna lie, I knew I would regret having that there and not somewhere over here. Like, I saw the problem and I just chose to ignore the problem. And now the problem's biting me in the arse a bit. But to be fair, having the foresight to put that there, at least giving me an option. So how much is this recovering? This is recovering a majority of this. So that's the issue, but then how much water am I using here? Not that much. There's no point pulling it out. Like, we just need to consume it somewhere else, basically. It's wasteful, but you know what? I'm gonna leave that as is. It just means it's gonna be constantly going. So, oh well, never mind. So that's all I'm gonna say. Right. What have you? Of course, because you've got iron in there, and I'm limited to where you can drop. Damn it. Okay, that's a problem. How to have it go all the way over to there just to keep it running. Because honestly, I don't... Yeah, it's going to go all the way over there for now. Sod it. I honestly do not want... to be setting up a new thing at the moment. I know what Alpha can do next. Alright, are we back? Are we now hit the point where... No, not yet, not yet, not yet. Okay, how are we looking on our little ramp here? Okay, nearly done. Right, so the plan is, once this ramp's done, once it's dug through this bit, I will start backfilling it. There we go. Excellent. So low amount of animal feed, 15.1. Statue of maintenance. So it drops maintenance requirements by 4%. Question is, am I actually producing enough fuel gas to justify building it? I mean, we've got plenty of fuel gas there. I can't remember how much fuel gas it uses up though. But tell me, two per minute? Is that all? Is that all? I would have expected that to have been a lot more than that, personally. Okay. Ah, it's the rail. It's the bloody rail. We don't have enough copper. Is the short all. Is that a 1? It is a 1. Just checking. It's 12. Yeah, it will only ever be a 1. Okay. So we're just making sure that that's going through. And then, oh yes, of course we have these new offices, don't we? Which I'm not going to worry about right now. Got other things to focus on. Like the fact that our copper is about to like crash massively, which is down to this. Let me knock that up to a 4. So 1 chemical plant is enough to keep that going. We are getting our buffer starting to form. So why are we still struggling on the chlorine? I mean, we should reproduce just enough chlorine. Oh, no, actually, we're not, because that takes a lot more than I remembered. Okay, so we actually need a second one. There's no point trying to boost because I don't have enough of an input. Well, it's just one of those unfortunate things that, you know, because I just threw this where I could, we need something a bit more dedicated. Which is fine. Not a problem. Makes sense. Like, we're producing a ton of brine water over here that we're not actually utilising. That will 24 salt. Let me just check here. Yeah, we need a bit more then. Make sure it's on the same level. All right, and need to bring the rock back over here just for the moment. Thank you. It's no longer going to be doing that. So at the moment, all the rock is being sent over here. Means we're actually going to get there a little bit quicker. Yes, I am going to move this now. I just want to finish getting this flattened, actually. Like, for me, that's quite important. Get this flattened. Get it refilled back in, because this is a large amount of land that I can utilise for... To me, it's going to make sense that I do farms. I can see that becoming a problem. Right, let's slaughter down to 350. Need a bit of catching up on things. Generally, how is our circuits going at the moment? I mean, we're filled up. We have... so I'm going to take the Unity off of this. Just lower our copper consumption a tiny bit. You can see these are all going, you know, fine. So, yeah, I just... Basically, we just need the... consumption just to drop, let things catch up again. And then once that bit is done, not taking long at all, I can do a lot of speeding up potentially, because then we're going to backfill just this little bit of dirt, just so I can bring this round. Even though I'm debating whether to... So I'll tell you what I will do. Right, electrolyzer. It's got to be careful because it's very power hungry. 300 kilowatts. Fine. Daisy, wrong button. If I throw in a loose storage there, so that can cover for the salt then, can't it? Make sure right one. That's a bit unfortunate. So I'm just gonna shift that a little bit. Because I just want to keep some uniformity there. This is a lot of brine water, isn't it? That's a 3. Get rid of that just because I want the standy thing in a good place. Okay. And then what we're going to have is, if we say that and that, let's make sure I've got, like, you know, a fluid balancer. Let's have a loose one. So 18, 36. Yeah, so 2, fact, we can drop it to a 1 at that point. Okay, so that's 48 chlorine. Assuming that this keeps up. That's the only downside. Is whether this will keep up or not. And then we will have... is it a chemical plant, wasn't it? Yep. Chicken farm, not enough food. Okay. If we lose the chickens, we lose the chickens. It's not the end of the world. Okay. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So this is actually going to get spread out a fair amount then. Since we've got this drop off here. Oh, I've finished researching everything. I'm going to go with... We're going to do another queuing of them. Ooh, okay. Oh, it doesn't. It's not gonna. Oh, that's a shame. It's not gonna allow it. Okay. All right, let's move this one. Just forwards. Direct connect. Just want to do that. That can go through to there. And I can just basically carry on, and then we can just keep moving it over. Ooh, move it over and over as much as we need to. What's that blocked with? It's blocked with dirt. Okay, that's fine. It's all right. It's to be expected, in fairness. Oh, I'm just going to pause this for a moment. We're rapidly losing the chickens. I don't really have any other like excess foods now that I can utilize. Maybe soybeans. Maybe. Can I? I mean, yes. In a mixer. In mixer 1. Unfortunately, it's going to block that off, though. Tell you what, if we just do a... Just copy that, basically. Right, priority goes into there. That then goes into there. Mixes 3, fills that. Five. Six. Okay, so hopefully that should fix things. I think the best way is if I put that to there. Just gonna kill this. I just realised that's only a 1, wasn't it? I should upgrade that to a 2. Since we are getting quite a lot of in storage. Because that's just basically allow me to bring this over. So I don't need to use trucks for it. Even though one thing I should absolutely do is prioritize so that doesn't cause a block. Which does mean slight altercation. So we can fit in a balancer in. Alright, so priority in for that. Alright, there we go. Okay. Animal thing fixed. There we go. Excellent. Don't need to worry too much about that now. Until next time. Right, you are blocked due to the dirt. Travel time for dumping is our issue. I need a second dump site just to speed that along since that's a critical thing. Issue is I don't really have anywhere at the moment. Maybe fill this in. All right. Dirt. In fact, if we do like that. In fact, if we even put compasses here as well on the same one. Now we're just going to dump that down, coming up to 2. Tad's annoyed that this bit doesn't allow me to dump right up to it. I can't be asked to do the console command specifically because I can't remember it off the top of my head. But right, so that hopefully, because there's now a much closer part, that will speed up a little bit until that's filled in. In which case we can just expand it through. Speaking of expanding it through, let me just do that. Not sure it's going to count, but do that. Okay, excellent. They're very busy. They're very busy. It's the dirt, as we suspected, to be fair. Like, it's not really any shot for what's causing that. Okay, so now that's been moved over. That's all up and running and lovely. We've still got our glass rocking chairs. We now want to expand. We want to start getting this built, start getting them ready. Hello, Freak. How are you? Hope you've been well. So as soon as we've rotated through this, I would like to increase the amount of vehicles we have. And so it gives us 30 extra vehicles. At the same time, I would like to throw that in, so we're no longer using that broken glass. It lets me just redo the glass making. Water desalination. It just allows me to use depleted steam to... I will research it just so it's there, just for the sake of completionist. At this point in time, this is something that would be nice, but it's not yet necessary. Something that would be nice, but not yet necessary. Something that would be nice, but not yet necessary. And
dispensing gratitude. Gratitude dispensed.
Free. Thank you very much for the tier 2 subscription for 50 months. I appreciate that. Tier 2. Wow. On travel for work this week, wasn't sure if I'd be able to catch a stream. Well, I appreciate you being able to pop in. Are you at least traveling somewhere nice? Right. That then becomes the secondary priority. Actually, should we make that the first? Should we make that the first priority? So I'm going to move that from the queue. I don't think we need that as much at the moment. Same with that. I reckon keep doing that because we are producing a fair amount of pollution from the vehicles, in fairness. So, you know, let's do that. I want that because I do need more vehicles. That just makes glass making more proficient. And we are using a lot of glass at the moment. That's fine. I just simply don't care about that. And then that's a prerequisite. So, yeah. Just do that because then we can turn our carbon into graphite. And that will significantly lower our CO2 exhausting into the atmosphere and poisoning everyone. But yes, right. So let's assemblies. Thing is, I thought this was meant to be remembering between stuff. Have I not already done that since we reloaded the save? You're in the San Francisco area. Oh, is the weather nice over there at the moment? Oh, I have got that correct. My brain just was not wanting to work that one out for a moment. Right, so this and I mean just that. There you go. Right, so we're not actually dropping... No, we are dropping it off here. Is there a... Right. Oh, it's so far away. I don't know. One day, when we, like, finish unlocking everything, I might design this in a way just to make it, like, overall super efficient and then blueprint it in stages ready for future playthroughs. Yeah, it's actually comfortable outside compared to Florida. Oh, that's awesome. That's good. Right, so the way we're going to throw that through is along here, I reckon. In fact, I don't even need lifts. It's already working perfectly. Excellent. There you go. 22 degrees Celsius versus 34. So today we've, here in the UK, or at least my part of the UK, we hit 30 again. But at least we had some wins. So last week we hit 30 and we had no wind at all. It was horrible. It was, oh my days. I did not like it, not in the slightest. Save yourself some power. Right, is there a way that we can get that down to here? There is. Look at that. Save some power on the conveyor lifts. There you go. Mid-20s in Oxford. Yeah, what's it? So tomorrow is meant to be. So we've now got mid to high 20s for the rest of the week, and then we're going back into the 30s next week. Is what is currently forecast as. We'll see as it goes. Now, how to... Right. Just gonna have to accept that that's doing that. Right. So 12 is exact ratio. We've got this. We're now going to limit how much is buffered on each of these. We're going to utilize that. Oh, we still got a belt from before. Will this game get first-person view eventually? Oh, no. No, I don't think it will. Right, so it's only consuming 4, so that's not too bad. Right, so there's a low supply of equipment 3, which, you know, is to be expected because we're only just starting the process of making them. And everything else is being put on hold at the moment. 24 to 26 rest of the week. Sunday, Monday, 30, 32, and Tuesday onwards back to low 20s. Not sure. I only get a 5-day forecast, so I'm not sure beyond Monday next week. I don't know. Or at least I can't remember once we've upgraded that. I'll tell you what, I can just do a straight upgrade on this, can't I? Just let it. Then once that's upgraded, I can then utilize that to tell me, you know, how many of these labs I can actually power. Because, yeah, I'll be honest, I can't remember. 24, 12, so I can run 1 lab. Until we go into assembly 4s. And how far away is assembly 4s. Right there. So actually not too far. But the problem is we need computer in at that point. Computing, which is basically just straight up converting power over, isn't it? So each one is 3 teraflops. How much is how much does it consume? It doesn't really tell me. Create rather. Here is winter. Temperature will go as cold as plus 1 degree Celsius. Oh my god, I wish our winters was that warm at its cold point. That would be so nice. Anyway, copper's fixed. That's just because there's been a massive consumption, so that's fine. That I can imagine is going to be problematic, so we need to have that unity boosted again. $46 people. So basically, we're just going to have one lab running. It'll be overall less unity and less power, at least. So I will take that until such a point where we upgrade these, and then we'll switch on a second lab. I'm quite closely equate to plane. Probably only reason it's that cold is the ocean, but it's the same reason temperature probably never dropped below 0. I mean, it depends though, because some places along the equator basically do get quite the extremes in both ways, don't they? I'm sure they do. Alright, so now that's recovered back. That will start recovering 3. So that's fine. Yeah, we're all good again. Excellent. Fantastic. Tree harvesters will be the first thing that I actually build once I can make more tree harvesters, tree planters. Once we can make more vehicles, that is literally the first thing I'm going to be doing. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna kick that. We're gonna go straight into this. We're gonna start it now. Simply because we do have a mixture, so I can always switch these back on when the time comes, just to if I want to finish it off. So. So 24, I mean, to be fair, it is doubling the amount of science output. So 36. And what it needs? 2.9 thousand. When I lived in the Mediterranean, winter was quite warm, at like 10 to 15 degrees. And I loved that cold night, but t-shirts at day. I couldn't imagine like living in a country where I don't have to be wrapping myself up because it's in negative. Problem is those countries tend to have like hotter summers than what I could cope with. So it's not like I could really go there and just live there. Right, is that Are we buffering back up? No. I think we're good. I think we're good for the moment. The only thing that I can see us having a problem with is wood right now. Everything else seems to be okay. Can I get away with increasing that again? Maybe increasing that. And then... Because the thing is, I am noticing this, you know, very slowly sliding down. Also thinking, is it... No, it's not worth doing that. Research efficiency by 35. A demanding cleaning procedure. So is this... Right. Please tell me if I'm correct. Is this literally just converting Unity into power? Effectively. Or does it? Will it also increase like the solar power's maintenance? Well, I think let me reduce that. I just want to see what effect this has. And then I'm going to throw that into there. You have no idea. Have a problem with your words? Yeah, maybe. No comment. So it's now 39. So now I've been able to actually see exactly where the modifier is coming through. Okay, so it is the same amount of recyclables out though, and obviously we're now maintenance 2 instead of 1. I'm not sure how that would impact the efficiency of less steel. I don't like that this says 100%. 100%. Like, I'd rather this tell me, like, how much, as opposed to how much it's got in its own eternal reserve. Right, so it's 9 and 9 regardless. So actually it means that that's now more efficient for steel because we're using fewer mechanical parts per one. Electronics, on the other hand, we're now using twice the amount of electronics because of using the same, yeah. At least per lab. Per science, it's actually the same electronics and way less steel as well. So actually, this is indeed much better. All right, low supply of coal. Why do you have a low supply of coal? That's not good. Right, that's the dirt. Right, I'm assuming then that this little bit's done. Yes, as we can clearly see. So we're going to extend this out now. Different topic. Really annoyed. I was using M dashes and other proper pronunciation symbols for years and decades. But now it's become a sign of AI-generated nonsense. It hurts my soul to use wrong symbols. Still use the correct symbols. You don't want to let the AI dictate to you. It does suck, but at least then it's a case of, you know what, AI knows its grammar. So at least it's got that going for it. There's me going electronics is fine, and apparently no, I'm actually wrong. Alright, so actually I should be able to just kill all that completely. Still has a... Oh, really? Just for a moment. But yes. Seems there is a bit of a slag problem going on there. Should start pushing this further along now. Alright, let me just Unity fix that. Okay, so if we so basically we're now going to bring this down. Like so. And then... Oh, so you're complaining that everything's full. Or should I say you got nowhere to actually dump stuff, would be the actual other problem. Which is indeed a bit of a problem. Let's be honest there. Is it possible to dig tunnels? No, unfortunately not. It would be absolutely amazing. It is a very requested feature, but unfortunately, no. Like if you're building into the ground, it just causes the ground around it to collapse. So, like we say here, you can build a pathway through. You can't build a direct tunnel. Yeah, height map it is. Yeah. I need somewhere else to dump the bloody dirt. Because, you know, dirt. So I'll be glad once we've done this bit. And then we'll start throwing more farms on there. Fuel station 2 is out of fuel. Really? Yes. See, I am noticing it is going down. Why? Why we got such a massive increase in fuel consumption happening currently? That's getting flared off. Right, let's kick over. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to kick these over to hydrogen trains. Nuclear trains. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? But alas, not yet. Hydrogen, hydrogen. Hydrogen. Everyone I'm picking up is already hydrogen, but I don't want too much. I don't produce enough hydrogen just to keep at it. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days. I'm not gonna lie, since I'm so close to carbon thingy, I'm debating whether to actually go ahead with this. I don't think it's necessary. Yes, I'm just... To be fair, I'm thinking because you say power, Grundick. I think it is because I keep tucking into these. I think that's what it is. Like we now really need to get this up and running. I need 564s. Once I've got that up and running, this is way more efficient on power, and there's also more power overall. That I won't be using as much diesel on the generators. But I have two fuel trains providing fuel, yet somehow they're still not. They're not keeping up. Let's just look how quick that's dropping. Oh my days, that's mad. I still can't do that because at no point do I actually have enough reserved. And I should really do this because that will help a lot. Right, as much as I really don't want to do this, $50 years, it's only 50. We're only going to borrow the amount needed to make the thing. And that's it. So we're only paying back 40. Yes, propaganda statues helping a lot. Every dictator will agree. Indeed. Indeed. Right, there we go. It's done. It's now going to be made. Let's make sure that is set as a priority 1. So also make sure that can actually be pulled out. It can. Excellent. We also always reserve at least 120 before it sends it out. So just in case. At no point are you dropping or picking up. Okay, just it's taking a little bit of time to make I'll hydrate. I'll hydrate.
Raiders detected.
Oh,
welcome and enjoy your stay.
Pumpkin, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you, Grundig. Also playing Captain of Industry. And how are you doing in Captain of Industry? Probably a bit more organised than myself. We need like a Unity speed up. Like Unity to deliver everything and Unity just to complete it. Life can be rough if you don't maintain your stuff. When things fail, just look. A missing entry in the service book. Well, I mean, we should have enough fuel gas. You're just starting trains. Just make sure you go into it slowly. That's my advice. It can be a bit of a trap if you go in too quickly. Too late. There we go. We've got our statue. We've got a flaming wrench. No, if only we could go inside. If only there was like an inside that we could go into. But, you know, there isn't. Oh, well, never mind. But, there we go. Excellent stuff. Which means it's what, 4% it said, right? So it's now 0.4 maintenance less. We've just got to be careful because we don't, if this ever maxes out on its maintenance demands, we don't produce enough. Like, that's the amount. 1440. So I do have to be a little bit careful. I'm on year 1100 and still 0 trains. Need to de-level the island first. Yeah, I mean, trains, it's one of those that's nice. But at the end of the day, the game was never designed to have... It wasn't designed from the beginning for trains to be in there. So... And as I was talking with Kazanir earlier, I do feel that trains don't... Their balance is not quite there. I mean, now especially that you've got logistic zones. Right, so that's the new updated one put in. This looks like to be quite a common path, but we can't surface it. Let's have a look over here. That's an old one. Need to swap that over at some point. It's a shame we can't copy that. Oh no! I knew. See, called it. Called it. Right, can someone send me a ton of blue pills, please? I need some wood. Right, let's kick over to prioritising in the coal. We are also going to, on this... temporary stopgap measure. I mean, we've got plenty of coal being mined and in reserve, so we're fine on that aspect. Still not... What is happening with this? Why is that not going up and up and up? Close to that. Do we have enough unity to, like... Oh, you can't unity boost labs, can you? There's already using unity, that's why. Darn it. Still, that sucks. So producing 3.2 every 5 seconds. I'm getting like a rough amount here. So about 11-ish minutes left before we complete that. Right, I'll tell you what might be helpful. If we do another row of these, just make sure I've got the same alignment. Kind of causes us an issue with that because I'm actually going to use 50 construction fours, but the idea is just that little bit of extra saving on this type of power. Actually, what might help, because thinking about it, yeah, if we hit that as a 2, hit that as a 2, just change it over. I know with the amount of power it uses, like, it's basically nothing. It won't do a damn thing, but you know, just want to make sure, don't we? Right, is there anything else that we can make better? And the thing I'm thinking that might make things better is if we get rid of this and switch on this. I know it's a bit of a logistics that we're adding, because we now got to get salt down here. Where else is that salt going anyway? It's going over towards being turned into meat. Not being used for anything else at the moment. I'm going to go with yes, because obviously we have a seawater pump over there that's basically just for that. And it's a little bit of inefficient use of water. Power, rather. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna like say bye to that because it's not worth it. Like it's just perfectly okay just to have it split in two, like a straight 50-50 balance. And the fact is, it goes up here, connects there. Obviously, we need a priority from the pump, and then it prioritizes down to them, but then excess gets thrown out. I can see it blocking though, if I'm honest. The only downside is obviously I mean it's going to be a steady consumption of water anyway. To give us brine. That's yeah, so we've actually doubled our salt. Get rid of that excess there. We'll make sure that that is now getting a delivery. We want to make sure we've got as much buffer as possible. And then we've got the other salt because we've now got a longer journey. The salt is it's just getting fed straight into there, isn't it? So oh, see, that one's unfortunate. Thank you for the follow. We're not producing enough carcasses for it to be that big of a deal, to be honest. So that's all, that's fine. Collision with pipe 1, that's full. Yeah, I had a feeling that would happen. But it's okay. It's all right. The bread's not really recovering though. That's surprising, if I'm to be honest. But oh well, never mind. Copper has it's dropping. Not sure why. Copper, graphite. See, this would have helped me before by, you know, actually being told that there's a problem. But I am a bit confused as to what's, you know, why we got issues here. Why are we on a downward trend? Like, this is ratioed where it should be like consistently steady, but it's not. Yeah. Weird. There's something I'm missing. Something I'm not noticing. Well, we can build more things now, and I did say, right, tree planter, 2 tree planters, 2 tree planters, 2 harvesters, then that. I want to use hydrogen. Actually, yes. Hydrogen for them, but diesel for them. I'm so glad that the tree planter no longer uses iron plates. So happy on that one. Right, so having a think here. Is there potentially another path? I need this forest disappearing. I suspect our wood consumption will be covered by this for now. Therefore, I am going to say bye-bye here. We're going to come in and we're going to mark these all to go by. And then we shall see. So that goes. That will bring everything, the harvesters down, because we don't have them assigned to anything anyway. Okay, so that can go. So at the moment, we're just letting this build up a little bit. I'm gonna say 280. 320 on a hold on that. It's already buffered, so I don't need to hold it any further, to be honest. Maybe like just completely skip this and just go straight into that. The only thing he's dealing with the bloody toxic slurry. No, that, then that. I still want to drop the air pollution down, and CO2 currently is quite a bit of a bug bear on that one. Throw that in. Electrolyzer. Throw that on for a moment because I just want to check if there's any real savings from using 2 versus 1. Greenhouse 2. Could work for the new farm. But the problem is we don't. Our fertility is like a big problem, and we need to go find some sugarcane. We've not found it yet. Right, so aluminium smelting. What does this open us up for? It's basically getting ready for consumer electronics and then that. So I start getting a space station. That's a lot of maintenance. I'm not sure I can support it at the moment. That's going to be a thing. We'll have to do the maths once it's researched. Okay. That's... Yeah, slowly fixed that, haven't we? Okay, again, I don't understand. Why? What am I missing? Why are we struggling? Like that production, it should be 24/4 at all times. Like, but it's not. It's spiking up and down. So there's something creating an issue, and I don't see it. very weird. That's literally all I can say. That's all I can call it. It's weird. Like, that we're bouncing up and down like that. Impure copper. I mean, it's not the impure copper. That is perfectly fine.
Subscription received.
Splaster, thank you for the tier 1 for 55 months. Much appreciated. Like, we've got consistent consumption. And we've got a consistent input. But somehow it's just not aligning. And then it's slowly going down and down and down and down. And Silver, thank you for the 200 bits. And Loki just spamming chat there saying that the hype train's ready. Yeah, this was now. I am officially confused as to what's going on here. Right. Like, there's a spiral happening somewhere. I can't be certain where that spiral is. Like, that is massively dropped. That's dropped since we've been watching. Like, we've got 24 plus 48. And that's 24. And then there's the 48. So it's perfectly ratioed. Apparently, our impure, like, 2 covers that, 2 covers that, 2 covers, right, that's all covered. Perfectly ratioed. This, 12, 24, perfectly ratioed. Now, yes, earlier we did see that there was an issue with the graphite. That's now been fixed. We can see that it's still going through. Like, we've got this split deliberately in a way where it shouldn't cause problems. Like, 48, yeah, it's fine. 48 is fine. So, and then if we look at molten copper on, I mean, will this show up anything? No, perfect, like constant. That's when we were having the graphite problem, which we fixed. Freak, thank you very much for the 300 bits. Only one message that time. Yes, he's calmed down a bit. Well, we're 50% towards the station leaving the platform. The station leaving the platform, the train leaving the platform. Let's get my words right here. So molten copper, perfect ratio. It's fine, consistent, not a problem, consistent. But then we see the consumption when it's going from impure to proper copper. There's something up here. Like, we can see the consumption is... There's a few spikes in consumption here and then. Oh, I know what it is. Oh, it's just clicked, actually. Because I just mind to think it's the PCBs. I need to add another row to this. Because obviously the PCB is actually using up some copper. But surely it shouldn't be sinking it that quickly. Oh, and also we're paying back the loan. That's the thing. Right, there we go. See, no one's missing something. Now we've worked it out. We're paying back the loan from before. So what we need then is more of this. Now, the question becomes, how far until I can actually upgrade it? I'm going to go with yes. Right. That's now priority. Then that. That. Right. Get the outer furnace 2 in place. I'll just kind of try and pull back on... I figure, where's there ways that we can... Just got lower. Our consumption of copper in some manner. Well, it's actually got lower our consumption of electronics. That's the thing. Problem is, where do we lower it? Like we are, maintenance is a big consumption point here. I can't reduce maintenance any further. I don't want to do that to increase it. Tell you what, I'm going to drop the cargo fuel consumption. I think we're fine with that. How are we looking for this? Okay. So that has massively dropped. So I definitely need that. I don't think we can operate it under a high amount though. Electronics, yeah, all electronics is just now falling apart. Well, that sucks. We were just riding that fence for way too long. It's now biting us in the arse. Can I trade anything in? Just to help us along a little bit. I mean, there isn't really anything useful other than trade construction parts for copper plates. It's not a really... It's just, you know, kicking the can down the road, isn't it? Any of these contracts might help. I would probably say no. What's that say? It's not researched yet. Yeah, because we can't utilise that contract until we've got the what's it. How long left for us to pay off our thing? Because I did do like a maximum, didn't I? I mean, I could more or less pay it off like a lot. All right, if we pay that 500 now, I'm surprised this is just not catching up at all, is it? Okay, that's confusing. Oh, damn. Okay, I see a problem with... I see the problem with this. Because it's so much in one time, that... No, that makes no sense. We're not producing 400 in one go, are we? Producing 70. So all that 70 should go into there. Like, somehow that's gone up. Whilst that's permanently had problems with amount there. Like, that should go away before we even start sending anything over to here. Is that really from the 2? Collision with pipe 1. Oh wow, we've actually got a pipe over the top of the farm. I didn't even know that was possible. But okay, fair enough. Right, okay. I'll tell you what, it's 1 o'clock in the morning anyway, so it's the time when I finish up. So this is going to be tomorrow's problem, trying to bloody figure out what I'm going to do with this. So, did the truck take some from storage and put it in the overflow machine? It shouldn't. It shouldn't have, because... Well, because it's import only if belts and pipes can't. There's a belt in, so it shouldn't have asked for it anyway. Just to cover myself. Can import but can't export. Right, anyway. It's going to be tomorrow's problem. Right, I needed to do this. Right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to do a sticky note, because Right, to do... Captain of Industry... Let's get a bit more organised in my head with this. Right. So, fix red. That's really the main thing. Fix bread. Which, to be fair, once this is done, this is where we will do it. So, still a lot going along here. Oh no, is that gone in a loop? It has. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy. At least I've noticed that now. So you know that slowed things down a little bit. Whoops. It's, yeah, tomorrow's thing, and then I just start doing stuff, because, you know. Alright, tell you what, I'm just going to pull that across there, just so it's there, it's ready. I don't need to be modifying it any further. Same with that. Okay, cool. Right, so, yeah, tomorrow, finish that, flatten it. Fix the bread, fix the copper. As we can see, we've now cleared this out, so this is all done. We can actually get a bit of a better idea of paths with this as well. Perhaps look at putting some more surface down, lower our maintenance more. Lot of stuff to do tomorrow. Let's see how much I can actually get done. Is there anyone online that I know? Beam's on. Right, let's go raid Beam. Right, raid Beam. Bada boom. Right, go and say hello to Beam. I will catch you all tomorrow. Ciao.